Hey folks, good morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. If you'd like to contact the show, you could text me. Thank you for your text over. I read your text, and thank you for sending me a text during the, well, whenever you sent it. I don't think it was during the break, but thank you for your text. I got that. I appreciate it. We might have a second one. Okay, but I got that. Thank you for your text. I appreciate it. And so, all right. I couldn't get your phone. No, you called here at 9:10. I'm just trying to get sorted out here what I've got going on. I do tell you if you'd like to be on the show, and I did not get this phone call, I'm sorry. If you would like to be on the show, text me that you want to be on the show, and we'll have our producer get in touch with you to get you on the show. So I apologize if you call. We can't take it sometimes because we're live on the show. So text us that you would like to be on the show. We'll have our producer get in touch with you if you'd like to call in. So that being said, FetchYourNews.com, we now are looking for and publishing content on 11 counties. So put that up there. If you'll notice there, and if you want to get involved, I want to tell you right now, if you want to get involved with FetchYourNews.com, if you want to be a sports reporter, court, if you would like to sit in courtrooms all day and go to some of the hottest trials in your area and listen to them and report on them, we have that opportunity. If you'd like to be involved in sports, local government, you'd like to cover your local Board of Education, your local Board of Commissioners, you'd like to follow up things on that, or just community things. But if you go to FetchYourNews.com, and what we've done is taken a screenshot of FetchYourNews.com, you look there, there's Gilmer, Fannin, Pickens, Union, Dawson, White, Towns, Murray, Lumpkin, and then we switch over to North Carolina, Cherokee County, North Carolina, and Clay County, North Carolina. So those, Clay County, North Carolina is a new county that's been added on here recently. We've got about 3 more that are getting ready to get added that we're going to be adding content. So if you're in the Cherokee County, if you're in the Cherokee County, North Carolina, okay, area, and you are in Clay County, North Carolina area, and you'd like to get involved sports, reporting, news reporting in that area, you can contact us, 706-889-9700. Any of the other counties in Georgia, if you'd like to get involved, whether it be sports. And like I said, if you want to go and report on court cases that are going on, and you want to do investigative reporting, contact us, 706-889-9700. Send me a text message or email me, chief@FetchYourNews.com. But we're happy to put up that right there, that banner with Clay County, North Carolina. So we want to thank any of our new viewers there. And I know we've got a new sheriff in town over in Clay County, North Carolina, and that is on that website there. So take that down. All right. You know, President Trump travels. I don't want to go down this road. I'm staying on elections right now. Trump travels to over there, France, and Macron gets up, and you know he's got a bad problem. His approval ratings are like half of what Trump's are here in France right now, his unemployment is way up in France, and they've got problems. So, you know, he goes after Trump to try to change the daily narrative in their news about nationalism, and nationalism it's bad and it's not true patriotism and whatever. So Macron and Trump are fighting there, which I could care less for right now. It's like I said, I'm so glad Amazon went somewhere else. Now let's look at, give me number 13. Okay, number 13, Kyrsten Sinema wins Arizona Senate race, okay? So she is the Democrat, all right, to replace Jeff Flake. And so you got to start looking at these elections and what we're replacing. So she is the Democrat that's going to replace Jeff Flake, and Martha McSally lost, okay? She lost, all right? And let's go to number 23. So 20. I'm sorry, number 20. So here it is on Morning Joe. First woman in history, first Democrat since 1988 in Arizona. Kyrsten Sinema wins Arizona Senate race, okay? And then you got number 21. Sinema invokes McCain unity after close win. Now, Martha McSally, all right, and I'm watching MSNBC, and the thing is this morning, they talk about how classy Martha McSally was last night in her video and her concession to Sinema there. And it was very classy, and it was something Republicans can learn from, okay? This is what Joe and all of them were talking about, something Republicans could learn from. You know, Democrats love a classy Republican. And the interpretation of a classy Republican for Democrats is somebody that rolls over and plays dead. Okay? Your dog rolls over and plays dead. You've trained your dog to roll over. A classy Republican. They love Martha McSally. She's a classy Republican. They love one. She was so classy in her when she conceded to Sinema. And Sinema there invoked McCain unity. Now, my understanding is they replaced Jeff Flake. My understanding is, first of all, McSally would have been a Jeff Flake. That's my understanding. Now, I never got really deep into the Arizona race. But my understanding is Jeff Flake would have not left Arizona. He would have just been replaced with Martha McSally, is my understanding. That's number one. Now, remember, Jeff Flake, okay, had such a low approval rating amongst Republicans in Arizona, he chose to retire. Don't forget that. I mean, they never put any of these facts together. Jeff Flake had such a low, all right, such a low approval rating with Arizona Republicans, he chose to retire. He said he couldn't make a Republican primary. Now, McSally squeaked through the primary and ended up as the nominee there for the Republican. But my understanding is, all right, my understanding is that she would be no different, okay, than Claire McCaskill. She'd be no different than Susan Collins. That if Martha McSally went to, and she has already, all right, Trump came out and said, hey, Arizona, they're trying to steal it. We need a new election maybe. And they were ready to fight, and she already came out before even losing and went against the president and said, hey, you know, let's not look at the voter fraud thing. It didn't happen. Let's be classy, okay? Democrats love when Republicans are classy. And they roll over and play dead like Martha McSally in Arizona and give a race away, okay? Just flat give it away with no fight whatsoever, all right? She could have went and joined, you know, Mitt Romney and been a classy Republican, all right? So that one is gone in Arizona, and she invokes McCain as the unity, okay? Unity in McCain. Moving right along, the Republicans, all right? if you can't win Florida and you can't win, you know, by race baiting, number 23, why we still have Mississippi. We turn. Now, I told you, how long ago did I tell you that when Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions went home, he would try to get his old Senate seat back, and already sources say he plans to run to get his old Senate seat back in Alabama. So Jeffrey Beauregard is going to be the Republican senator from Alabama here real soon, and he's going to try to put this whole Department of Justice thing behind him as Attorney General. We're not talking about Whitaker today because I don't care to follow that rabbit trail with the enemy of the people press today with Whitaker. All right? So we turned Alabama. We almost turned Georgia. Now, what if we could turn Mississippi? Senator Hyde Smith, Republican of Mississippi, will provide no context after joking about going to a public hanging. Well, Lord, I'd be first at the public hanging. Well, the public hanging. We got her now. Number 22, they went to Eugene Robinson, number 22 there. And they're asking this morning, Eugene Robinson, Senator Hyde Smith rejects questions for saying she would attend a public hanging. Let me ask you, if they still did a public hanging down at the county square once a month and put the scoundrels up there in the noose, would you attend? I'm just saying. She said she would attend, maybe. So, oh man, if we could just get Mississippi, the white Republican Party, the white male Republican Party, okay, and here's what you need to know about the Senate runoff election in pro-Trump Mississippi. Democrat former Agriculture Secretary and Republican Senator Cindy Hyde Smith face off. All right, so a public hearing. You remember, don't monkey this up. I hope Republicans don't monkey this up. She is running against number 24 there. Number 24, Mike Espy. Now, who is Mike Espy? Mike Espy is the former Democrat, former Agriculture Secretary for Barack Obama, black male, African American, whatever you want to say. If Espy could pull off an upset, it would narrow Republicans' projected majority in the chamber. Mississippi is a pro-Trump state. Cindy Hyde Smith, okay. In a pro-Trump Mississippi, Democrats will have one final chance this month to cut into Republican Senate majority. Democrat former Agriculture Secretary Mike Espy aims to upset Republican Cindy Hyde Smith in the November 27th Senate special election runoff. So there is a runoff, and he is seeking to upset her, but they found this little clip that she said she would be on the front row at a public hanging. If we can only get Mississippi, if we could say she is a racist, right? If they say she is a racist, okay? Now, we're looking for indictments to come down for Bob Mueller. I don't have anything on that. We're not following it here, is we don't have time to keep up with every single thing. So, Mississippi right there, there's a race that's not done with. Now, we have the number 9. Scott holds razor-thin margin over Nelson. The League of Women Voters sue to force Scott to recuse himself. Okay, that's not number 9. Oh, 10. I'm sorry. I apologize. Number 10 there. All right, recuse himself. Now, he is the governor, and he has called for other people to look into, state agencies to look into this election to protect the integrity of the election in Florida, but he cannot direct them. So, and here is Nelson, number 11. Scott holds razor. There's Ben Nelson. Okay, he is the current. Okay, they're wanting Scott to recuse himself as governor. He is current senator, and they want him. Number 16. 12,000 votes separate them. 50.1%, 49.9%, about 12,000 separate them. And Scott is doing everything. Hillary's attorneys are down there trying to steal this election. Scott's doing everything to try to hang on to be the Senate elect of Florida, Broward County. The lady there that is the election commission, head of the election board there in Broward County, should have been fired, obviously. And we're going to see what happens in Florida here as they continue. You know, it's not interesting to me. You may find it interesting, but it's not to me that we cannot find Democrats as enthused about protecting the integrity of our elections. Just not enthused. And we can't find any of these votes and any of these corrupt things that are happening to benefit the Republicans. You don't find Republican votes in a box of provisional ballots. You don't find Republican votes or things that sway to the Republican side. You continue to find these Democrat inconsistencies in these elections. But I don't see the same people concerned about the integrity of our election. As you well know, I do not believe in early voting. And you know that. Okay, I voted last Tuesday, period. Okay? As you well know, I do not believe in provisional ballots, with the exception about, you know, they need to come up with like 2 major things that allow you provisional ballots. Now, my understanding is the law, now wait, hear me out. My understanding is the law says, okay, that when, okay, you go to a polling place and you're at the wrong polling place where you're not registered there, that they're to turn you down to vote if you have enough time to get to your correct polling location. So if you've accidentally gone to the wrong polling location, that's fine. But if you have enough time to get to your polling location, they're supposed to direct you there to vote. But instead, they put out the provisional ballots. Ballots being mailed in needs limited to, okay, nursing homes, assisted living areas where they can't get out. Needs limited to shut-ins that cannot get out. It needs limited to military that's serving out of the state or country. It needs to be like a list of 5 things, and that's it for a mail-in ballot. A mail-in ballot should not be accepted because your ass is too lazy to get up and go vote. Okay? Let me tell you something. I'm going to take a break. But if your ass can get up and ask for a ride, I don't have a ride to go vote. If your ass can get up and get a ride into town to play lottery, your ass can get up and get a ride into town to go vote. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a brief break. We'll come back and finish up what we have left here.